It's my understanding that we have individuals from as far as Hawaii. I know we have a big contingent from California, Texas, Michigan. And so I know Sam and Mark is just really appreciative for all the efforts you made to come here today to celebrate with them. I also want to say a few thank yous. Number one to Aunt Kiki for officiating the wedding. We were a little bit worried in the beginning, but you made it through, Kiki. Next, I'd like to thank an MVP in the room. It's not too often that we have someone 95 years young. Martha's mom, Jane Ryan, she drove here by herself from Michigan. We're not sure if that was legal, but also I'd like to thank Marcus's parents, Chuck and Renee. Chuck and Renee, I know Sam and Marcus really appreciate all the generosity and love you've shown for the last 2 years. And it's really been great to get to know you, and we look forward to many more good events. Additionally, I want to give a toast, but I'd like to first talk a little bit about Marcus, and then tell a little story about Sam before I give the toast. This past summer with Wesley, we were all talking about it, that he really needs a haircut. And I think you know where we're going with this, Marcus, but this is the way our family does it. We can't let you live it down. Marcus had said, I have a special barber. Don't worry about it. We're going to take him there before the wedding. It's going to be great. And however, that plan changed dramatically when Wesley came home. It was about 2 months ago, and he decided to cut Wesley's hair on his own. And the nicest thing I could say about it is, I think at the day that they taught cutting hair at barber school, he called in sick. Because it did not go well, but we love you, Marcus, and we look forward to many more good years. Now, moving on to Samantha, we have a lot more material. We have 30 years of material, so it's a little bit tough to pick out a story that we can tell in public. But one that stands out is when Sam was going off to college, she was all excited to go play volleyball, and there was a trend at the time for athletes they were walking around campus, they were buying dogs and buying cats and all this stuff. And also, they were all getting tattoos. And so I was aware of this, and hello. One of the last things I told her, I pulled Sam aside and I said, just do me a favor, have fun, whatever, but whatever you do, don't get any tattoos. And don't buy any dogs or cats. So after the first year she came home, she had 2 dogs and 3 tattoos. So the reason why I tell that story is because now you know what you're dealing with, Marcus. She has a listening issue, but and just to kind of end, it's been said that for a successful foundation of a relationship, you really need 3 basic things. One is you need something to do, which is your occupation. You need someone to love, and you need something to look forward to. And at this moment in time, you have an abundance of all 3. So congratulations, and we look forward to many more good years. To Sam and Marcus, health, happiness, and love. God bless.
All right, it's my turn, everyone. So, Mr. Skirt, I'm not quite sure where that was going to go with the tattoos, but it was amazing. All right. Hi, everyone. If I haven't had a chance to meet you tonight, I am Sam's best friend and maid of honor, Courtney. Sam and I have been best friends for around 11 years now, and started off as being totally random roommates at Coastal Carolina in college. And now she is my sister for life. Try not to cry. There's so many fun, memorable moments Sam and I have had throughout our friendship that it's hard to pinpoint the best ones. I can still remember us blaring One Direction in the car, dance parties and sleepovers in college, although sometimes I left the room and she was like, "Where are you in the morning?" Sorry, Sam. But she has Marcus for that now. And still continuing to do all those things to this day. Sam is truly one of the best people I know. Our friendship is something that I cherish so much, as she is always willing to listen and give advice and never judge. We can hang out at one another's place and just talk for hours, and it's the absolute best time. Not only is Sam down to earth, but she's also the life of the party, although she does not think it. I can count on multiple times where I've seen her on a sporting event, screen dancing, and having so much fun, and I know you guys will all see that tonight from her as well. She's the life of the party. After our college years, we both ended up in Chicago, which was truly a dream for me. I know that sounds very relationship-wise, but I'm originally from the South and never thought in a million years I would be in Chicago. But with having my best friend living right around the corner was truly amazing. As anyone can imagine being a young adult and kind of doing whatever we wanted, we had the best time. So on to the love story of Marcus and Samantha. Sam and I tell each other everything, as Marcus found out very quickly, but I think he's okay with it. So as you guys heard in their vows earlier, Sam and Marcus met each other in grade school. She had been texting me and said, "I reconnected with this guy. We were having amazing conversations. We're going to meet up." And it just so happens that that day, I think it was, you said in January, a week later, I was having a Super Bowl party at my apartment. Sam asked, "Can I bring Marcus along?" I said, "Absolutely. I need to meet this guy that she's been gushing about." And then they came to our apartment, and the first thing you notice about Marcus is his infectious smile that lights up a room, which I hope you have on your face right now. Marcus hasn't met a single person at the party, but you would have never noticed as he made conversations with everyone, and just like Sam, he's the life of the party wherever they both go. This part I don't think I've ever told Sam, but me being kind of the creepy best friend trying to see how their date's going in the corner, I look over at Marcus and Sam, and I knew Sam was in it. She was falling extremely hard for Marcus. The way you two have grown over the years, shown all the love and support for one another, and bringing a beautiful and healthy boy into the world is incredible. I love you both so much, and I'm excited for your future together. Please raise your glass to the amazing couple, Mr. and Mrs. Walton. Love you guys.
How's everybody doing tonight? Ladies, how y'all feeling? Fellas, y'all all right? I'm Chucky Badu. If you know, you know. So, yeah, I don't do the stand. So I had this speech. First of all, if you know my brother Marcus, he's real tactical and precise, and I'm the Dennis Rodman, the Bobby Brown of the family, so everybody's been worried all day. So bro hit me like 2 months ago at the bachelor party like, you got to write your speech. And politely I said, bro, I don't write shit. And then I forgot he bigger than me, so I started to write my speech. And I wrote it and I sent it to him, but I lied to you, bro, because you know me, I can't read from the phone. And I'm not going to read from the phone because when you talking from the heart, you know what I'm saying? The words don't just write themselves before the moment, they write themselves in the moment. So when I showed up today, I didn't know what to say, which Marcus can't believe because I'm a man of many words, as y'all, like to say. But I just wanted to talk to my brother and my sister right now, I look around the room, and I see all these beautiful faces. I see people from all across the country. Some of y'all came from overseas. Some of y'all came from Jewel Osco last minute, but that's fine. And everybody been wondering, like, what is Chuck gonna say? What would happen if Chuck really said his speech? Since he got my phone, I guess we'll never know. On some Kanye shit. But I wanted to say, man, I wanted to talk to Sam first. You know, Sam, like, when Marcus first called me about you, he didn't say your name. He just was like, I'm about to move in with Shorty. Chicago shit. You feel me, Ring? So I was like, so I called my mom and I was like, which cousin is named Shorty? So then Marcus explained, and everything he said, I was like, man, she beautiful. She prayed with him. He could see a future with you. Then he said, you're a Cubs fan. And that's when I was like, oh, shit. Because, for those that don't know, our dad's side of the family, we from the humble beginnings of the south side of Chicago, the Robert Taylor Projects. Make some noise. And my mama's side of the family that traveled far, because we don't come from much. They came from East Oakland, California. They here today, too. Make some noise for them. And so back in 1991, my mom and my dad came and told me that I was having a little brother. I wasn't too thrilled about that, because I thought I was going to inherit the family business. You know what I mean? But I got to bring it home for him. So, like, what I love about Sam is the first thing Marcus told me about Sam was that you embraced his journey. And I think that's what this whole moment is about. It's about the journey that you took to get here and the journey Marcus took to get here. And so, and maybe, Marcus doesn't open up too much, as you know, Sam. He's very closed off. He's very quiet. He's become a great public speaker, as his brothers can, because he wasn't like that in middle school and high school. But, like, Sam, you're my sister now. So I just want to tell you a little story about my brother. Often, I live in Hollywood and I do all this cool stuff. But we wasn't, my mom and my daddy never raised us to look up to anybody but God and them. So no matter what you see me doing, I only look up to God, my mom, my daddy, and I look up to my brother Marcus, which he's never heard me say publicly. Because often I refer to him as my baby brother. But that's only because I used to hold him when my mom would go to the bathroom and he was an infant. You know what I'm saying? He was a baby. But in all honesty, Mark, if I never told you, you're my hero. I talk a lot of shit, I joke a lot, but I'm a very serious person. I'm a businessman. I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman. Let me handle my business, man. It's a lot of Jay-Z fans, I love it. But I want to stay serious, because everybody was so worried about what I was going to say, but I'm going to just talk to my brother and my sister real quick. So Marcus, man, like, we used to, man, we're the closest brother and brother that I feel like you could ever see. My mom used to she used to train us. She used to make us say things to each other when we was little. She would make me hold my brother's hand every night before bed, and she would say, Marcus, if Chucky's anywhere in the world and you call him and he needs you, she'll look at me and say, Chucky, what you gonna say? And she would make me say, I will be right there. And then she'll make him say it in reverse. And no matter what we go through, that remains the same to this day. But my brother's been right there for me every moment since he's been born. In high school, I got in a lot of fights because, I talked a lot of shit. But, and rest in peace to Matt Brown, my brother, but what I never worried about was my little big brother was right behind me. So I'll be at the basketball court like, yeah, what you trying to do? We can do it. And they'll be like, let's go outside. I'm like, I'm outside. And then Marcus be like, shit, here we go again. But he body slam him, flip him, dip him, you know what I mean? And we go home. He's a fighter. Most people don't know, man, my brother, as Ian said, Marcus is a fighter. A lot of people don't know in 2008, my brother was in high school doing this thing, still playing ball. He was a hell of an athlete. And one day he came home and he passed out. I don't even know if his brothers know this story, but Marcus passed out. He wasn't doing too well. And like I said, my mom from the street, so she's like, man, he gonna be good, toughen up. I said, Mom, that's my brother. I raised him. Call 911. She like, he good, he gonna be. So we called the ambulance and they came. And I said, I'm gonna ride with him. And so I jumped in the back of the ambulance. Me and Marcus was just talking about this. He just told me he thought he was gonna die. And I thought he was too, because it wasn't looking good. And they put the defibrillator on my brother. This is my baby brother. And I looked at the paramedic and I just told him, I said, sir, I said, that's my baby brother, but that's my hero. So you gotta save his life. And they did. And they gave him a second chance. And I looked at my dad, and I remember my dad, he told me, he said, if he knew my brother had a heart condition, he would have never pushed us to play ball and do what we did. And I said, Dad, that wasn't your fault. This is God's plan. And Sam, you part of God's plan. Because when he said that you saved his life, Marcus meant that. There was a time when my brother was in college, and I wasn't the best big brother to him. Because I was a late bloomer. I went to college late. So when my brother started, I started. And I was worried about me. And I wasn't there for my brother the way I should have been. But guess who was there for Marcus? Kareem, Zach, Kale, Rajan, Ian, and his roommate, Evan, who I love with all my heart and soul. See, today's about sisterhood and brotherhood. Ryan, welcome to the family. I ain't forget you, baby. I ain't forget you, baby. So Sam, Marcus meant that, man. Marcus, once he told me, he said, man, he was like, man, I gotta go to Nequa. And I was like, shit, I went there. He said, you made it hard for me because you were so wild and you know, no. But Marcus has carved his own lane and his own legacy. And you're a part of that legacy. And I want you to know, Sam, I'm not around often. We don't talk much. But I keep you in prayer every single day. I think you're the most beautiful spirit. You're a beautiful woman, but your spirit is radiant. I see it when I look at my nephew. You know, I couldn't have chosen a better mom for my nephew. And I want you to know that today is not about today. It's about tomorrow. It's about next week. It's about 10 years from now. It's like when people die, they be like, oh, rest in peace. I'm sorry. They don't need your prayers. They don't need you at the funeral. They need you 10 years from now when they cry and they break down, you know? So I want you to know, sis, when he acting crazy, you call the boy. I may not win the fight, but I'm going to jump in it. And Marcus, I want you to know in front of everybody, bro, you are everything to me that life is about. I love the man that you are. I love the brother that you are. I love that when Hollywood breaks me down and we might be in the biggest fight, you send me those words to keep me going. You've always made me feel like I was the biggest dude on the block and I'm the smallest dude on the block. But the confidence I have comes from you. I would die for you. I would do anything for you, bro. You're my best friend. It's an honor. Just because we blood don't mean I should be your best man. You know what I'm saying? I'm honored that you asked me to be your best man today. And I just want people to know that Marcus is the best friend you can have. When he was younger, he was big like his son. So my mama called him the humble giant. He's nice, but don't fuck with him. Marcus, you're the best brother. You took over Dad's company. I know we trying to push Dad out. He ain't trying to leave. And I want to end my speech by saying this, man. There's a couple people that's not here today because in the black community, we say it takes a village, you know? It takes a village to raise a child, right? So me and Marcus wouldn't even be here today if it wasn't for our grandparents who have passed on, our Aunt Ernestine, those are her kids who's in heaven, our Uncle Ray, our brother D Fresh who's alive. You know, he's just going through the system, but he with us. We love Fresh. But and Auntie, our cousin Rosie, who would have just man, she would have loved you, Sam. She was a diehard sports fan. So Sam, take care of my brother. If you ever don't want to be with him, you still family. So keep that shit together. And look, we made it through COVID. We made it through hard times. I love the fact that we got all these beautiful people from different cultures together. I want y'all to raise y'all drinks. I want Mark and Sam to stand up. And Kareem. Kareem's is looking for the single ladies, so be careful on the dance floor. But Mark, no matter what, water tower, baby. I got you forever, and after that, you're my best friend. I'm your best man. That was a great choice. And I want you to know, man, both of y'all, keep God first, keep the wind at the back, and the sun in your face, because wind is in your blood. You was born with what it takes. May God bless y'all forever and ever. To Sam and Marcus, I love you, baby.
We'll now have a speech from your newlyweds, Marcus and Samantha.
Hello, testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. Shh. I wrote something down. I feel like I should march through the crowd like Chuck, but I'm not that talented. So I'm gonna do my best. I wrote down some words, and I just want to quickly say thank you to a few people that are here today. So we wanted to just take a moment to express our gratitude for all the people that had helped in making today an extremely special day for us. Starting with all of our amazing friends, many of you out there, I can see all your beautiful faces. We know that the last couple of years have been crazy for everyone, and we genuinely appreciate all of you putting in the effort not only to be here, but to support us in our journey in life through your generosity and friendship. So thank you to all of our friends that are here. Round of applause for the friends. To our extended family, from California to Saginaw. Hey, what's up, Saginaw? To those right here in Illinois, we are so thankful to have you with us for everything that you have done for us throughout not only the last 3 years with the birth of our son, but throughout our entire lives. Your wisdom and guidance has helped us to figure out the twists and turns that come with growing older and going through the different phases of life. And to our immediate family, our brothers and sisters, and most of all, our parents, Renee and Chuck. I don't know where Mr. Walton is.
Who knows ever? He's over there. Keep talking. Right. The Godfather.
He's been roaming all night, so
He's over there.
if you haven't met him yet.
Oh, there he
There
is.
he's at.
There he is. Hey. Welcome back. All right. Yep. As usual.
So to Renee and Chuck, thank you for joining us, Mr. Walton. Thank you so much for raising this amazing man, for showing him what is truly important in life, and teaching him how to be the most amazing father and husband. You guys are the best. You've welcomed me into your family like I was always there, dancing in your living room, hanging out on the weekends, watching football with Mr. Walton, talking sports. I can call you Dad now, right? Thank you guys both. You're beautiful people, and you raised a beautiful son, and I'm so thankful to have you here. Thank you for everything that you've done for the wedding, everything that you've done for our child, and I can't wait to see how our family continues to grow. So thank you both so from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Round of applause for them. Marcus said also mention that the queen is dead. Okay. That's what he just
queen. Long live the queen.
Long live the queen, he says. Okay. Thank you for ruining a tender moment.
Come on.
I'm almost done, guys.
Bet on that. I lost. I had 100. 56. Let's retire.
Okay. And to my parents, Martha and Chris. And Wesley. I love him so much. To my parents, Martha and Chris, I cannot put into words my gratitude for all of the things that you've given me in my life. For the love that you've shown, not only for me, but for my son, and now my husband. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for being such amazing parents and grandparents, for loving us every day, for supporting us through every step of this journey. I couldn't have done it without you guys. I love you to death. Thank you, Mom and Dad.
It's over there. Yeah, Wesley Clyburn.
We hope you guys are, having a good time so far. We just want to thank you all for being here tonight. We want you to enjoy every second that you're here. Drink, be merry, dance the night away. And let's get this party started, people.